Hello and welcome to One Cool Thing, PC Mag's daily show where we show you a lot of cool things, which we are testing out here in the PC Mag Labs. This is a special back to school edition of One Cool Thing. See, I can hear myself now that I took the headset off. A special back to school One Cool Thing where we are talking about headphones for back to school. The various different kinds of headphones and headsets which you might want to get if you are a teen or a college student, or you may want to get if you are the parent of a child or a college student. I have Will Greenwald, our audio and headphones expert, here to talk about it. And Will, so we have a whole bunch of different kinds of headphones and headsets here, and I think the first question is, as you're thinking about kids and teens and college students, what kinds of set of headphones or headsets might each group of people want or need?
First thing that comes to mind is cheap, but we don't actually have a lot of cheap ones in the lab right now, so I just brought out a whole span of them.
Okay.
There are a lot of options. You can get over-ears, on-ears, Bluetooth, wired, wireless, true wireless, which are the little buds like the AirPods. You can get a gaming headset, which is basically just a big set of headphones with its own boom mic. There are a lot of things that are useful in different situations. Are you going to be listening while commuting to school? Are you going to be listening in your dorm room? Do you want to block out things while studying? There are a bunch of different things that can, influence what you're looking for in a headphone or what you're looking for your kid in a headphone.
Yeah, I mean, and the gaming headsets, here's another back-to-school example. So gaming headsets, people say these are for gamers, these are for gaming, but I've been seeing a lot of kids use these for online learning and for online collaborative learning, where you need the mic to be able to participate in the collaboration part of the online learning. So a lot of those kids are using gaming headsets now for school.
They're very useful because the boom microphone usually gives you a lot better sound than the, a headphone like this has a little pinhole mic that is, you can take calls on it, but it's not going to sound nearly as good as a boom mic, which streamers can use, people like calling into podcasts can use. It just sounds a lot better when you have a proper mic capsule on the end of an arm you can adjust.
Okay, so let's start at the top of the back to school the back to school age range. Let's start with college students. And let's give a couple of scenarios. So you have a college student who just wants some headphones to listen to music on while around campus, but you also might have a college student who is trying to use headphones for studying to block out kind of all of the noise and activity going on in their dorm area.
Those are two kind of wildly different things, because for generally listening to stuff around campus, especially if you're looking to maybe go to the gym fairly often or just like, jog or do whatever, and have like the same set of earphones, probably earphones for just listening to stuff and being active, you want something like this, the Moto Sport. Actually, let me get out my notes just so I remember the name of it, because we go through a lot of headphones, like dozens, hundreds.
We really do. We have multiple roundups of the best headphones on PCMag.com. This is the best wireless headphones roundup. We have a wired headphones roundup. I think we have a true wireless roundup too, right?
Yep. Yeah. I believe these are the Moto Verve 1s, and they're good headphones. They have this little battery case so you can keep them charged and safe. They are, I believe, water resistant, so you can actually wear them to the gym. You can get them sweaty, rinse them off. And they're pretty good headphones. They're not the best, but I believe they're fairly affordable for true wireless. These are my favorite. These are actually my personal earphones because after reading Tim's review of it and just looking at different options, I thought this is the best one. The Jabra Elite Active 65T. And they are these earphones. You just basically, wireless earphones really aren't that different unless they're like AirPods or AirPod ripoffs, so they just look like the same white dongly thing, but otherwise they're just black buds you stick in your ear. These are IPX65, so you can get them a bit dusty, dirty, wet. You can rinse them off. They're fine. 5 hours at a charge, 2 extra charges in the case, and a great thing I love that is sort of an additional feature is you can get an app, Jabra Sound app. It's a free app that works with Jabra earphones. I think it works with other ones, not just the 65T Active T. There are a bunch of them. And one of the things you can do is do things like tweak equalizer or use a white noise generator built into the app to just listen to like a rainy day or the ocean while you're trying to study, which is actually what I've been doing while reading recently. And it's nice when you when music is a little bit too distracting for you. It's really nice.
I feel like you could even use those if you're trying to get to sleep before some of the other people around you want to get to sleep.
You can, although if you really want to just go completely overboard to getting to sleep, the Bose Sleep Buds are a good choice. Well, good, they are a choice. These aren't actually Bluetooth earphones. They are controlled through Bluetooth, and you're sort of streaming one of 10 relaxation tracks to help you get to sleep and have a comfortable sleep cycle. But they're also $250. Oof. And you can't listen to music through them, so they're kind of ridiculous.
Okay. And
they're also the Google Pixel Buds. These suck.
Yeah, don't buy those. So true wireless earbuds are kind of the trend right now for walking around listening to music?
Yep. True wireless, the Bose SoundSport Free is actually on our list, and the Jabra Elite Active 65T. I believe there are two favorite true wireless earphones right now, but there are a bunch out there. If you don't want to go true wireless, if you want a longer battery life or a lower price or just sort of a bit more power, the Shure SE215 wireless is excellent. This is 4.5 stars, editor's choice. $150, so it's not cheap, but it is also, well, much cheaper than, say, the SoundSport Free, which is $200, or any equivalent, true wireless earphones that will give you anything similar in performance, because these sound excellent.
Now, what if, we'll get to your questions in a minute, I just want to finish this train of thought. What if you want to block out all the sound around you?
Then you want active noise isolation, or active noise cancellation. Isolation is when the earpiece or the earpads block out the sound. Every set of earphones or headphones has some form of noise isolation working to different extents. Active noise cancellation is a set of electronics, these microphones and circuits in the headphones that process outside noise and create an inverse wave to sort of undo the noise before it gets to your ear, sort of just blunting it without blocking it out. It just cancels it. And it's very powerful. It's also very expensive. The Marshall Mids ANC, this is the Marshall Bluetooth 3, the Marshall Major 3 Bluetooth, but there are also the Mids ANC. They're very good, but they aren't as good as the Bose Quiet Comfort 35 and 25. Bose has been just the top of the line for noise cancellation for ages.
Now, I would say if you can't afford active noise cancellation, just having some big cans that completely cover your ear with big foam pads gives you a significant amount of isolation, a significant amount of muffling. And a lot of these gaming type headsets, first of all, the boom is removable, so if you're not using the boom, you don't have to have the boom on them. And these can be often under $100.
They can be. This one is actually right at $100, but it is pretty impressive because these are sort of the new updated, not scaled back, but tweaked versions of $200 headset, of a $200 headset from Turtle Beach, the Elite Pro, which is still one of our favorites for its sound quality. This, it's more tweaked towards gaming, so it sort of lightens the bass a bit. It really focuses on the high mids and highs. So if you want to listen to voices through it, it's excellent, but you're not going to get the best musical experience compared to, say, the Elite Pro, which again is twice as much as this. Also, there's no cable connected right now, but this is a wired headphone. So $100. It is also one of the most comfortable ones. It's just really plush design, memory foam, good suspension. It's a good feel.
Let's take some questions.
If someone's just looking for the most battery life possible for a Bluetooth headset, I guess, do you have a recommendation in that category?
It can really vary. Stay away from true wireless because at most you're going to get maybe 5 hours. I've heard up to 8, but that really depends on the volume at which you listen. True wireless, you don't want that for the best.
I would say probably look for something in the neckbuds form factor.
Neckbuds are good.
Because those tend to have those. So neckbuds are wireless earphones that basically have a necklace that fits behind your neck. LG makes a lot of those, right?
They do, although a lot of companies have been pulling away from the neckbuds form with just sort of a loose wire. Maybe a little bit stiffer around the neck, but otherwise just kind of
But neckbuds tend to have huge batteries.
They can be, but that isn't always the case. And again, the neck, like sort of thing around the back of your neck isn't so popular a design element anymore, so you're not going to necessarily see it that much. If you want a lot of like battery life, on-ear or over-ear headphones are very good. Plantronics' Backbeat Pro, Backbeat 600, Backbeat 500 are very good. They are just, like this, headphones, they're Bluetooth. And because, they're bigger, there's more room for a bigger battery.
Let's take another question.
How do you keep your headphone cables from breaking?
You have to be careful with them, and that is actually a very good point. If you are getting a wired set of headphones or a wired headset, it's good to look for one that has a removable cable because the cable is a lot easier to replace than the headphones itself. Here, you can use any cable. It comes with one, of course, but you can get additional cables from anywhere, Monoprice, Amazon, just any 3.5 millimeter cable. You know, if it's wireless, if it's micro USB, just you need a power cable, so that's not a big deal. The question isn't so much like how do you keep them from breaking, it's just treating them fairly carefully and being able to replace them if you have to.
Now, as we go down from college and we get to teens and younger kids,
Sure.
I feel like for parents, cost becomes a real issue. And I have a very responsible middle schooler, but I am not about to buy her a pair of $200 headphones. What are our recommendations in terms of low-cost headphones and earbuds for kids who might not be quite so responsible?
For inexpensive headphones, Skullcandy and Plantronics are very good. The Plantronics Backbeat 300, they're earphones, 500 and 600, they're over-ear and on-ear headphones. They are all like, I believe, 60 to 80 bucks. And good performance, good audio, just easy to replace. Skullcandy has some similar stuff like the Crusher and the Inked, they're good. JLab has some good ones. The Rewind Wireless Retro looks sort of like Guardians of the Galaxy, like Walkman headphones.
Nice.
And they are 20 bucks in Bluetooth.
Okay, let's take another question.
Have we tested the Neurophones?
I don't believe so.
No, the name doesn't
Not
ring a
familiar
bell.
with them.
The name doesn't ring a bell. So we're recommending Bluetooth headphones very, very heavily in this
Well,
this
we've
video.
reviewed Bluetooth headphones very, very heavily.
Right.
So.
But I'm just saying. I think the vast majority of people still use wired headphones with 3.5 jacks. Why should they be moving away from their wired headphones, or should they be moving away from their wired headphones?
Because if you or your kids are using, more modern flagship phones, you might be losing that headphone jack. And even if it comes with an adapter like the Pixel 2, sometimes that adapter is finicky and it's just another wired place that can break and just cause problems. So Bluetooth is actually very handy if you're listening to stuff through your computer, through your phone, through your tablet, anything like that. And because you don't need to switch where the wire plugs into. It is just sort of, it seems like it's more complicated from a technical standpoint, but it is actually less complicated and easier to work with than having this additional thing that plugs in that can break.
Now, let's take another question.
Is there such thing as modular headphones?
Kind of.
This is kind of modular.
No, that isn't. The Plantronics Rig 400 and 500 line of gaming headsets are actually kind of modular, where the headbands are separate from the ear cups themselves. So you can actually use different ear cups and bands and mics, and there are different ways to customize them. That's a gaming headset. Certain, mid to high end, if you're an audiophile and really shopping for earphones, you can find earphones that have detachable cables. So you can actually get individual buds that plug into a cable that you can then replace. That's kind of modular. It depends how modular you're looking to get. But if you're looking to build your own, I would not recommend it from the advice I could give.
Now, how about for kids who are big gamers? I feel like what is the best possible, I would say, $100 gaming headset? That's this, right?
At the moment, for wired ones, sure, but the Astro A10 is another wired one that I believe is just 70 bucks, and it sounds very good. It isn't quite as plush, but it is still very good. This is the wireless version, the Astro A20. It might be 100 or 150. I think it's 150, but it's a very good performer, and it's wireless, very handy. There are a lot of options out there. Kingston HyperX, their Cloud series, not Cloud Atlas, Cloud Alpha, Cloud Striker, I think, different inexpensive gaming headsets that perform very well and are wired, and they work they're nice. They're nice.
Now, as you get down to smaller kids, there are a lot of products out there that you will see, for instance, in your Walgreens that advertise themselves as special protected kids headphones or limited kids headphones. Is that something that parents of smaller kids should be looking at, or is it a gimmick that they shouldn't be paying attention to?
I don't believe we've actually looked at any specific for smaller kids headphones ourselves. We don't really test that sort of very niche and possibly just wrong product category. We don't know. Basically, depending on the age and size of the kid, you want to, if they are pure wireless, make sure that they're big enough that they won't choke on it. If they are wireless with a cable, make sure that they're old enough that they don't choke, themselves with it.
I mean, I would actually say, okay, so you're not a parent, so I've got to step up and do the parent thing.
I'm not assuming Nina's going to choke on it, but it's a really little kid.
No, actually, what I was going to say is that little kids can't use earbuds. They can't use earbuds because their ear canals are the wrong size and shape. So smaller kids, in general, almost universally, have to use over-the-ear headphones of some design. And so inexpensive over-the-ear headphones, I think now we're going back to this JLab Rewind Wireless, right?
That could actually be one of the best designs for it, just because it's so not overbearing. Like it's not going to crush the head. It isn't covering everything. It's just, you know, junky Walkman headphones, but it's Bluetooth and it's $20. So
and
go
it's
for
inexpensive, and it isn't going to blow their little ears out with sound.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's take another question.
Did you say what age, like, earbuds would actually be in play for people?
No, I mean, it has to do with, I don't know, I am not a doctor, I have not studied this closely, I'm just saying this as a parent who has gone through a, you know, large number of headphones and sets of earbuds. I would say my kid started using earbuds for real around maybe 9 or 10. Before that, her ears were just too little. So, and before that, we were using a lot of junky over-the-ear headphones, especially because kids smaller than that, you just cannot rely on them to not lose things or not destroy things. So those $20 Bluetooth, I love that these are Bluetooth, especially because not getting that cable tangled or not getting that cable lost or caught on things, that removes another potential pain point for parents. So those JLab Rewind Wireless for the little ones, that's a really cool product idea. Any more questions out there? Okay, great. So we've gone from college to high school to elementary school and talked about different great headphones for different uses for back to school. We have a lot of headphone coverage and various kinds of back to school coverage on PCMag.com. Please stay tuned. We will be having more back to school one cool thing videos all week. If you are on Facebook, come back at 10 a.m. Eastern for various experts, various product categories all week. Come talk to us in our live broadcasts. If you are on YouTube, please like and subscribe. We will have a new one cool thing every day. Thanks a lot.
Good luck.